Hello everyone and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm John MugiwaraJM, and let's continue. When we last left off, unfortunately, Byleth is not in any good spirits. Her father was murdered right in front of her, and though she tried to save him by turning back time, Jab Peanut donated how many bits? A lot, I'm sure. 80. Thank you very much. So yeah, when we last left off, Byleth's father was killed right in front of her, and she tried to turn back time to fix it, and then someone got in her way, and now he's dead permanently. So, yeah. And now Byleth is very, very, very sad. But first, support cutscenes between Leone and Raphael. Okay, that's not gonna see. Anything with my boy Raphael, I'm happy with.
It's Raphael. What's he doing at that desk?
Well, he's about as sad as I am.
Hey, are you studying? I thought you'd given up on it. Nice to see her.
Yep, about as sad as I am.
What the?
Oh, Leone!
What's wrong? Why are you crying?
I just got a thank you letter from my little sister.
Okay, maybe start from the beginning.
My little sister lives with my grandpa now. She's had to deal with so much since I decided not to take over the family business.
You might have to back up a bit more before this starts to make sense to me.
Our parents were merchants, but they died in an accident. We had some money saved at first, but grandpa isn't healthy enough to work, and I'm not smart enough to work a job that requires much thinking.
That's really tough. Hard to make a fortune with just your strength, I'm sure.
Most
I
are
had to sell
mercenary.
all our valuables just to pay my way here so I could become a knight.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
My sister wants the best for me, but she's the smart one in the family. She's the one that should be here. When I ask if she needs anything, she always says she's fine. She doesn't want to ask me for anything, because she knows I'm having such a hard time here.
She sounds like a great kid. So, what did the letter say?
It says she's happy and thankful for all the study materials I sent her.
That's good, right? Wait, where did you find extras?
I couldn't find any, so I just sent her mine. It's like you said, right? It's better to give them to someone who will use them instead of letting them go to waste.
Don't take this the wrong way, but don't you still kind of need those? Well, I guess if it makes her happy, it's worth it. Maybe I can scrounge something up for her too.
Oh, that was nice. Catherine and Shamir. In the fandom, they're the two lesbos of the
I don't even
of the
have a horse.
the game.
Pretty funny story, huh?
They're
What
both
is it, Shamir?
incredibly
You're not
cute.
laughing.
I will grant
Didn't
you
you think
that.
it was funny? Sure.
I see these two paired a
So
lot
then
in
laugh.
fan art.
You could stand to be a little friendlier, you know. Do I need to be? What do you mean, need to be? Friendship isn't about obligation. You could try being a bit warmer. Like when I first met you, I took the time to introduce myself and make friendly conversation, and you just said, "Hi, I'm Shamir." I remember thinking that you wouldn't be easy to get along with.
Now that's funny. I remember thinking you were just another knight who loved the sound of her own voice. You know, the type who's all talk but useless in battle.
Well, that's a bit harsh. Did you really think that?
Yes.
Shit, damn.
But you changed your mind when you saw me in action.
I did. You're surprisingly strong.
Well, even though you had zero charm, you did a nice job of supporting me. Now I know that you'll always have my back. In fact, maybe I should take it easy and let you handle all the fighting.
It sounds like I'm going to be doing a lot more work around here.
We make a pretty good team. At any rate, we're bound together, so we better try to get along. Don't you think, partner?
If that's how you see it, I can't disagree.
Alright. Let's go explore. As sad Byleth. The music's not as upbeat anymore because Byleth is incredibly down and out.
Hey, you.
Well, she has the neutral expression right now. Encyclopedia of Foldland's fish. Encyclopedia dedicated to every type of fish in Foldland was all their various habitats. Product collaboration between the countless fishermen and monastery students who compiled a thorough collection of studies regarding the habits of fish, advanced fishing methods, and even recipes. The level of detail is staggering.
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book?
A small leather bag. Inside it, a ring.
I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Gerald showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
Giving it to you-know-who. An unsoiled dusting cloth that has clearly never been used. It probably belongs to someone who hates cleaning.
I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Gerald. Will you listen?
I'll
It was
listen.
a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure? Wherever did this turn up? Thank you for getting it back to me.
It was on your floor.
I wonder who...
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
Lane and Hubert in the same room. Two very different people, opposites.
You have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay?
I've never been much for condolences.
Okay, fuck you then.
Really?
Excuse me, Professor. How are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain, as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person. As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter.
It's possible.
Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
Oh, our boy Ignatz is in the second floor dormitory. Baffles the mind why you can't pet any dogs or cats, yet they're sprinkled all over the monastery.
I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world. How could something like that happen to Gerald? He was so strong.
Even though you're scared, push through.
You're inspiring, Professor. I'll do my best. Someone lost that, huh?
Wait, that probably belongs to Sedith.
First to both, it was as if thinking how they met. Yes, this is mine. Thank you for returning it.
Oh, I'm gonna have support C with him soon.
Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. Please receive this beloved person. When the cold rain washes the body, when the bird and wolf announce the dawn, receive them into your blue blood. Receive them into a twinkling star. That's a morning scripture from the Church of Saros. Lady Rhea taught it to me. I pray that Gerald is happy in the next world. I don't know.
Oh, I'm staring right at him, aren't I? Yep.
Excuse me. Not just Tomas, but Monica, too. We can't be sure who to trust anymore, can we? Who are these people, really? What do they want?
Dorothea.
I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage. But when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say. But I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child.
I'm sorry.
I think the care for animals item belongs to Marianne.
Hello. I'm sure you will pull through this because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen. Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor. What? What? What?
I trained with Gerald just the other day.
Oh, he's doing the Lorenz thing.
Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
And I'll let you deal with that as you can.
Do you have time for a request?
The Adestrian Empire's Imperial Guard is looking for someone to train with. They're said to be the cream of the crop, and I'm certain you can hold your own. The cream of the crop.
Hey!
Yeah, you'd think Marianne would be here, but she's not. All these cats and you can't pet them. Hate it.
Oh no.
Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
No.
Hey!
Probably belongs to someone who's afraid of ghosts. Lysithia.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now, losing someone dear to you. Well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor,
No. 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 No.
Belongs to somebody who's not good at magic.
Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't. I can't believe. Someone.
Hello there.
Hi there.
Professor, it is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
No.
Hello there.
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding. How could you... How could...
Professor.
I do not... You are some...
No. Training has given... But... Professor.
I do not. You are someone.
No,
look.
This is not. This is not.
Should probably go back to the dining hall. I don't think that was everybody.
Right.
Wait.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried. Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
Thank you for the thought.
Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick. I'm so glad you're. Oh, we were thinking. Oh, you are. I'm already. I'm so. Oh, we were thinking. Did you find it?
Jeez, if that's not for her, then.
Professor, what happened to Gerald? It's terrible. If there's anything I can do, simply ask. Even if what you desire is revenge, I'll gladly lend you my power. We can't let them get away with this. What happened to... We can't...
Bernadetta's not in her room. Holy crap.
Professor.
Sateth would like to speak to you. Is now a good time? Yes.
Ah, there you are. I apologize for calling you in so suddenly. Please, sit. There is a matter I would like to discuss with you.
As we stand back
I
up.
believe I've told you this before, but it is my responsibility to aid the Archbishop in all her duties.
What are those duties?
Spiritual instruction, ceremony oversight, donation management, all of the Church's many administrative tasks. I oversee not only the priesthood, but also the Knights of Seros and the Officers' Academy. The Archbishop entrusts a great deal to my discretion, and I am honored by her confidence. Even when she must make decisions herself, she often seeks my counsel in advance. And yet, your appointment to a teaching position at the Officers' Academy was a complete surprise to me. Not only that, but you have also been entrusted with the Sword of the Creator. I was as surprised as anyone else to learn that. Frankly, I am just not sure how to handle you. I am the Archbishop's right hand, and yet when it comes to you, I have been told almost nothing.
You don't trust me then?
Not quite. I do find you to be a trustworthy individual, but my subjective opinion is not enough. I have a duty to be cautious. Should the Archbishop's trust in you prove to be misplaced, it is the faithful who will suffer most. First, I would like to know just how much you know about yourself. You are the child of Gerald Eisner, correct?
His last name is Eisner? Any relation to Michael?
That's quite a vague reply for such a basic question. In the future, I would advise you to answer such queries with confidence. As the former captain of the Knights of Seros, Geralt was renowned throughout Fodlan. If you really are his child, then no one would voice any complaint about you joining the Knights. How long has it been since you became a mercenary?
About 10 years, I think.
Given your youth, that hardly seems likely. Come to think of it, I have never asked your age. Just how old are you exactly?
Well,
Your face says it all. You truly don't know, do you? Just what was Gerald thinking, raising you this way? Given your responses thus far, I feel as though any further questions would just be a waste of our time. However, permit me to make one thing clear. Whatever her reasons, the Archbishop has placed great faith in you. Do not betray that trust. That is all.
Support level C with Seteth. Bernadetta outside her room. Big surprise.
Professor, I brought some flowers for Gerald.
Thank you. Get out of your room.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I come out for lectures and assignments, don't I? Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
No. None of them are for her. And where's Lindhard at? Further down.
I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so... there you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use. That's not...
Anyway.
Wow, Gerald's buried right there now. And everybody else is in class.
When I heard that Monica was with the enemy, I was surprised by how unsurprised I was. Something was just off about her. It's hard to explain. That said, whenever she had free time, she was always hanging around with Edelgard. I wonder if Edelgard is also... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just being paranoid. Please ignore me.
Dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again.
It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important, but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor?
It would be a shame if we were invaded.
I agree. We can send some knights after our enemies, but so many? It makes the church seem reckless. I know nothing about it. I know nothing.
It seems this month most isn't that
most...
Isn't that
Join me for some training. I might like...
It seems... Isn't that a bit... It seems... Isn't that a bit...
Aha, this is nice. All right. Aha, this is nice.
I've missed the opportunity to deepen that bond. Oh man.
Professor? Do you think we'll still be able to graduate if dangerous things keep happening around here? Who even knows? I'm worried. I hope that all the students and professors will be there to celebrate at the graduation ceremony.
Yeah, it's just a damn shame that Gerald won't be at theirs.
There is no one here who has not heard tales of Gerald's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
Professor, people are saying horrible things about Marianne.
Yeah, Marianne's saying them.
She's friends with the bad guys. If I hear someone say that, I'll... Leave it alone, Hilda. It doesn't matter.
Just ignore it.
Thank you, Professor. Yes, this is mine. Thank you for returning it. What's this? What's this? What's the... What's the... What's... What's the... What's this? What's the... What's... What's the... What's... Professor, there's... Leave it alone. No, you...
Oh, that's hers.
Never seen that. Never seen... Never seen... Never seen... Never seen that. Never seen... Never seen that. Never seen that. Never seen that.
And there's the boy. Where's the boy at? Right in front of me. Yep, he's hiding behind the bushes.
Hi, Teach. I see the storm in your eyes has passed. You're looking much better. I've been reading Gerald's diary. The baby he mentions. That's you, isn't it? I can't understand about half of what's written here, but Gerald really cherished you. That much is clear. A lost... 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 You found it, Teach. I've been looking everywhere. Whew, thanks a million. You found it, Teach. I've been looking everywhere. Whew, thanks a million.
Alright, now I'm going to look up where the rest of these items go, and then I'm going to get some activity points out of the way. Okay, a lost items guide. I really should bookmark this somewhere. Okay, let's see now.
I teach. I can't, but Gerald.
The noseless puppet belongs to. Well, it doesn't tell me where that is at all. That belongs to Gilbert. Introduction to Magic belongs to Alois. The amulet, I think I know who this belongs to. Ash? Letter to the Goddess belongs to Ignatz. Fables belongs to... Dusty Book of Fables belongs to Feline. And the Light Purple Veil, it belongs to Manuela. How about the Lovely Comb? Dorothea. Okay, so where is Gilbert today? Well, I'm gonna go give the comb to Dorothea at least.
Professor, I've separate ones, but surgery. How did you know I? Thank you so much.
I never took her to a tea. Let me try that while I'm here.
Isn't it nice taking a moment to relax? Why, thank you so much. How warm. Yeah. Yeah.
Hated that topic? No.
That was a lovely cup of tea. Thank you, Professor. Please call me again.
Alright, so Manuela is... She's one of these things. Can't give anything to Gilbert because I think he's not here today. Yeah, he's not here.
Right. I wonder. Wherever did this turn up? Thank you for getting it back to me.
Ash is afraid of ghosts. Weird, because I thought Lysithea was afraid of ghosts.
Excuse me. Not just we can't. Who are? Hey, I've been looking for that. How'd you know?
I'm scared.
mine. Thank you so much. I've been looking everywhere.
Professor.
Oh, Ash wants to talk to me now.
Oh, shopping took longer than I thought. It's a good thing I had your help, Professor. Looks like we've got everything we came for. Time to head back to the monastery. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure if the money that night gave us would be enough. We managed to scrape by, though. I'm glad those shopkeepers were willing to strike a few bargains.
Thanks to your bartering skills.
It's one of the few things I'm really good at. I've got a lot of experience living in the city. Money was tight for me too, at least until Lenato adopted me into his family. Come to think of it, you were originally a mercenary, weren't you? I'm sure you've traveled all over Fodlan. That must have been a pretty different life from regular folks like me.
You're probably right.
It sounds a lot more exciting, though, traveling the world from conflict to conflict. But a mercenary's whole job is fighting, isn't it? Must be a pretty tough way to live.
It was pretty tough.
I believe you. I can imagine. Oh! I had no idea they sold this book around here. I haven't seen this one for ages.
What's the book?
Lug and the Maiden of Wind. It's a well-known tale of chivalry in Fargus. Lug is the King of Lions. This book is full of his exciting adventures. I've loved this since I was
Does it have a chapter on where he got that stupid-ass name?
Give me that book!
Hey, creep! Don't touch the merch! What the? Somebody catch that thief! Cut him in half like my prices!
Please, calm down, ma'am.
You calm down, kid. If he gets away with that valuable merch, it'll be a huge loss for me.
Here, allow me to compensate you.
Are you sure about that, Ash?
Huh? Are you serious, kid? I mean, no objections over here. But that sounds crazy.
Don't you worry. Head on back to the monastery, Professor. I'll take care of everything here.
Curious to know how Felix is doing. Go for a visit?
I thought I heard someone. Are you here to train?
Yes.
Care to train with me? Waving the sword around alone is boring, and I'm tired of crossing swords with worthless opponents. But you seem like a worthy adversary.
Sure, why not?
I've always been interested in your technique. You learned from the former captain of the Knights of Seros, and traveled Fodlan fighting as a mercenary. On top of that, you wield a hero's relic, the legendary Sword of the Creator. Good sparring partners like you don't grow on trees. But know that I will beat you, and I will surpass your strength.
Why are you so focused on becoming stronger?
Why? I never really thought about that. I learned to thrust a sword before I learned to write my name. Of course, my upbringing wasn't unique.
I used the sword to write my name instead.
You're no use if you can't swing a sword, however mighty your crest may be. It was the perfect environment for me. I could live free of stodgy values and virtues. Grow strong so you may live, and live to grow stronger. That's what I was taught.
Do you have any other ambitions? Now you remind me of myself.
Why should I? Nothing's as important as the pursuit of strength. But that's enough idle chatter. Take out your sword. Mine.
Hello.
Why don't we have Felix on our team this month? I'm curious about him.
Professor? It seems this most isn't that a bit. It seems most of isn't that a bit.
Yes.
It seems most isn't that a bit.
Alright, so the noseless puppet was Gilbert. Then the Introduction to Magic was Alois, and then the Dusty Book of Fables, Flame. I think I found 2 items that belong to Flame.
Hey! First Tomas, and now Monica. I am so sorry. The failing was clearly our own. We didn't notice the enemy's invasion. And now Gerald. I apologize. There is nothing I can say to atone for our sins. Professor, please do not let your guard down even among the people of the monastery. There is no way to know where another enemy may be hiding.
Monica von Ox. There is nothing suspicious in her past that would suggest this change of character. Her transformation must have something to do with her disappearance last year. Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge. I wonder who kidnapped her and why.
You have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay? Oh, that is mine! Thank you so very much.
So the fishing thing's not for her. Alois is not around today either.
You have lost your now more professor. If there is
Oh, that's for Lindhart. Lindhart likes fishing, doesn't he? I didn't think he did.
Now, a moment.
I slipped what? Still. Oh, thank you. I gave up hope of ever finding it.
I didn't go to the training grounds yet, so that's not everyone.
You gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties. That isn't mine. I have no clue who could have dropped it. That is...
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Gerald was so much stronger than me, but even that's enough. I can't dwell on the past. There's no way to know what my future holds, but I do know one thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger. What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this?
Professor, I'm so sorry about what happened to Gerald. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The Knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
So who is the animal bone dice belong to? It's for Shamir, but is she around today? No. Oh, right, because all the knights are out looking for the killer. That's why. Now let's enter Ignatz into a tournament.
I actually won!
Damn it, Ignatz.
Professor?
Let's cook with Bernadetta.
Sounds fun! Let me show you my cooking talent. A little more secret spice, and... Hey! No peeking!
May as well have meal be the second one. Let's see. Full menu. Let's see what Lawrence and Dimitri. I'm only eating with Lawrence so I can get his motivation up.
I
did not expect much from the dining hall, but this does not disappoint.
Oh, this takes me back. I used to love this when I was a child.
And then, moving on. Instruct my students once more. It's the new year.
Let's do this again sometime. I learned a lot from this. That was easy, thank you. I could get used to this. I learned a lot from this. I see. It's all making sense now. I learned a lot from this. I see. It's all making sense now.
I'll keep trying my best. I can't believe I got it right. I feel like I get it now. No, I just got lucky. I can't believe I got it right.
I've got to keep working hard. Easier than I thought. I've got a grasp on this. Don't stop. Keep it coming. Easier than I thought. It was quite a challenge. That was nice. How could someone like me do this? I did pretty well today. Thanks for the help.
And begin the lecture.
Professor, may I ask you a question?
I want to be able to talk to males and make friends with them, but my brother always causes such a fuss when I do. Do you have any advice for me? You should have an honest talk with your brother. Do it when he's not looking. Seems like your brother has his reasons.
Splendid!
Professor level B, and now I have more activity points. Yay! And I can have more adjutants.
Teach.
Ah, Claude wants to move away from the bow. He wants to excel as a lord. Cool. Why not?
let's just get through this.
Oh no, this is impossible.
We did okay.
I think I got it.
Raphael's now level A with punching.
Guess I'm still growing.
It's fun when you know what you're doing.
I think I got it.
I'm really getting the hang of this.
I still have much to learn.
I always was a quick study.
St. Saros Day is today. There will be a hymn recital at the cathedral. Will you participate? Yes.
What's the point of singing practice? It's not going to make me stronger.
It's hard to sneak out when the professor is watching.
It's Rhea's birthday.
I am grateful.
Oh, we should do some battling. Ignatz and Raphael, two sons of merchant families, set out to put an end to a series of monster attacks on merchants in the Atlantis territory. Only available until February 22nd, so I should probably do that now.
So basically we just gotta defeat their leader, right?
Then why don't we approach from... that won't work at all. Horses won't fit through there.
I can't figure this out. I give up.
Try to calm down and think it through.
But enemies never move how you want them to in a real battle, do they? I reckon I learned better on the battlefield.
Professor, I need to speak with you.
Ignatz, you alright?
I was...
This is a letter from my brother back on. There's some disturbing news. What's going on?
Monsters have been attacking merchants within the Alliance territories.
That happens all the time. I mean, that's how my parents died, so...
Raphael, I didn't mean to bring up such a sensitive topic in your presence.
Hey, don't worry about that. Come on, let's hear the rest of it.
Very well. These attacks seem to be focused on specific merchants.
Like who?
Those who are traveling from the territory of House Gloucester to the Regan Dukedom. Merchants traveling in the opposite direction, from Regan to Gloucester, don't suffer nearly as many attacks.
That doesn't make any sense. Someone's got to deal with those monsters, though.
Agreed. At this rate, my father and brother can't conduct business without risking their lives. Professor, could you assist me? I need your help exterminating these creatures.
Now you're talking. I'm going too. I'm not learning anything in a classroom.
You're gonna go, right, Professor? Don't you want to help these folks?
We'll depart at once.
Yeah, I knew you couldn't resist.
Thank you so much, Professor. And Raphael, I can't begin to express my gratitude.
Plus 7 battalions for 120. Yeah. Get into battle? Yes. Can't let Raphael or Ignatz fall.
Monsters! Be gone! Look, the monsters are attacking those merchants again.
Looks like there's some humans mixed in there. Maybe they're controlling the monsters. If they are, do you think we just have to take out the leader?
Let's get started, before it's too late.
The merchants could probably escape, but we gotta get rid of those enemies who are blocking the path.
Look, a drawbridge. We can use that to cross, but we'll need to lower it first.
Rescue the merchants and get them off the battlefield. You can get reward depending on how many you help escape.
Stay focused. You fought well.
Ready anytime. I'm on it.
Leave it to me.
Let us away.
Appreciate that.
Who, me? Sorry, did I hurt you? Who, me?
I'll crush them all.
I forgot I still had Catherine with me.
Let's get to it.
Ready and willing. Sorry, but victory is mine. I got this. Shot. Easy. Not coming.
Damn.
I won't hold back.
As expected.
Nobles must be strong.
need me for this.
Watch this. You underestimated me.
Here we go.
Still a long way to go. We'll support you.
Here's an idea. Should have trained better.
Nice try.
No time like the present.
Got him.
Is that all?
So obvious. Easy. So obvious. Easy.
That went as expected.
I'll celebrate later. I just worked harder.
What do you think you're doing? Don't get in the way of our duty.
Your duty? You're letting monsters wreak havoc on innocent people.
Shut it! It's got nothing to do with you.
Nice try. I'm here for you. Whatever it takes.
Ah, shit.
I'll back you up.
Pull out all the stops.
Whoa, did I get stronger?
I'm not looking forward to telling the Count.
Looks like we took care of him.
That man mentioned the Count. What could Count Gloucester have to do with all this?
4 turns. And Claw was the MVP. Because he ended the fight, that's why. And then we have one more battle we can do today.
Thank you so much. We're safe now, and it's all due to your efforts. I can't bear to think what might have happened if you hadn't shown up.
Yay! A happy ending for everyone.
If you don't mind me asking, were you headed to the Regan Dukedom?
We were. We traveled around the Alliance selling our wares. I heard this route was dangerous, but...
Dangerous, you say? Are you referring to the recent cases of merchants being attacked on that route?
That's right. We can't turn a profit without going to Deirdre. I don't know what Count Gloucester is thinking.
This is the Count's doing?
I had a feeling it might be. You're certain?
Looks that way. I think he's unhappy with merchants contributing to House Regan's wealth. It seems like he's been at odds with them forever. They say even the previous Duke Regan's death...
Was that the Count's fault too?
It's only a rumor, but it was Count Gloucester himself who lured the late Duke Regan out. If I recall correctly, he invited the Duke to his estate to strike a deal on some valuable art pieces. I believe the Duke brought a pair of merchants with him to assess the pieces in question, but... alas, it seems those merchants lost their lives alongside him. A terrible misfortune. I wish these nobles wouldn't get us common folk mixed up in their feuds. You came from Garreg Mach, right? I'll send some wares your way as thanks for all your help.
Those merchants who lost their lives.
Yeah, that was my ma and pa.
My parents received the request initially, but they had other business. They recommended Raphael's parents as substitutes. We could never have imagined.
And Count Gloucester, isn't he?
Yes, he's Lawrence's father.
Okay, that's enough of that. It's just a rumor, right? So who cares? Even if it's true, that's our parents' business. It's got nothing to do with us.
But you...
You got no idea what really happened, right, Ignox? And I bet Lawrence doesn't know either. The way I see it, it was monsters that killed my parents. They died in an accident. I got no reason to hate anyone or blame somebody else for their deaths. I don't have time for that. I got my little sis to worry about instead.
Raphael.
Now that that's settled, let's head back. What do you think that merchant's gonna send us? I hope it's food.
Raphael's a good band.
Yes, he really is.
Extra large bullion. An ocean view. Western Church extremists have taken over the Sacred Land. Sechol, one of the four saints, Teth heads out to rid the area of the inflated system going along. May as well get these out of the way before they're gone next month.
Brother, please wait.
For the last time, Flame, the answer is no.
You are departing for the Rhodos coast, are you not? I must come.
You will do no such thing. I am not going there to pay respects at the cemetery, but to do battle. With you there, I will be beside myself with worry. It will be easier for me to fight if I know you are safe.
But I must. Oh, Professor, you have come at just the right time.
What's going on?
Surely it must be fate that you have appeared at a time of my greatest need. My dear brother is about to set forth on a most dangerous mission.
A mission?
Indeed. The Western Church is attempting to seize sacred ground by force. Though they now have a new bishop, it seems that a radical faction has emerged to resist the new order. We cannot allow the holy artifacts enshrined there to fall into their hands.
I too wish to be of use to the church. And I do admit I am terribly worried about my brother. No matter my protests, he will not allow me to come. Professor, this is where you can help. Will you accompany us both on this expedition?
Why me?
If you are there to protect me, my brother's fears will be allayed. Isn't that right, brother?
I suppose your aid would indeed be useful, yes.
I knew it! Please, Professor, will you join us?
Very well.
Wonderful. Let us depart at once. My, thank you so much. Thanks so much. I have gratitude. I am grateful.
I don't need Catherine. Ooh, let's take Shamir this time. Wait, what? I can't? Okay, so she can only be an adjunct. No.
Welcome.
Setet of Flame falls in battle. Okay.
You heretics who defile our goddess! The sacred coast belongs to us, the Western Church.
You are the heretics. Be gone from here at once.
Silence, dog of the apostate. Prepare to receive our righteous blades.
I will recapture the monument. Everyone else should focus on removing the surrounding enemies.
Wait, brother! I shall accompany you!
Stay focused.
I got this.
Let us away. I understand more every day.
Well done.
Ready anytime.
Guide me well.
It worked out. I'm on it.
Ready and willing.
Who, me? Leave it to me. Let's get to it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Who knew?
I have faith.
Gotcha!
Won that. Incoming.
No time like the present. Sorry, but victory is mine. Progress suits me well. Sword.
I guess horses don't really do well on the beach.
Guide me well.
Heretics, prepare to taste the power of the true servants of the goddess.
Don't expect much more than that.
Thank you for the follow. I can't read your name at the moment. I'll read it off when it pops up. Elia Failve, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it.
We're no match for them. Brothers, retreat. Brothers, help the remaining priests escape. Be the shield that stops these miscreants in their tracks.
Do you dare compound your crimes further? There will be no escape for you!
I could use a break.
I actually won! I feel like I've grown.
Bye, Hilda.
Maturing at a rapid pace.
Strength in action.
We're ready.
In this situation, I see.
It's like the goddess herself.
The goddess doesn't want your thanks.
Oh no.
I can't believe it.
Huh? It worked out. Who knew? I feel like I've grown. Got you covered.
It's time. Each battle, a chance to grow.
for you. Here's an idea.
Other than losing those 2 units, so far this is going good.
Should have trained better.
Oh, I was gonna say Raphael leveling up again.
I wonder how much more I can learn.
Too easy.
Bye, bitch.
It's not luck, it's fate.
You're irrelevant. I just worked harder.
That was so goddamn close.
The goddess protects us. We will never yield to the likes of you.
I beat you unarmed.
Huh. Ugh.
Goddess, have you abandoned us?
We will send the knights to chase down the rest. Flame, will you place some flowers at the monument?
Of course, brother. That is what I came here to do.
6 turns. Ignat's MVP. Ooh, Wyvern Corp was added to the barracks. Alright, now I can finally end this week.
Your assistance is most appreciated. We will make certain to capture the priests who escaped. I can only hope the Western Church will now see reason and abandon this place. But just to be safe, I have retrieved the holy artifacts. We cannot risk them falling into their hands.
Oh, look at
I will
those.
entrust them to you. I must confess, despite the situation, it was a pleasure to return here. This coast has a certain sentimental significance to my sister and me.
Sentimental significance?
Yes. This stone monument is not merely here to commemorate Saint Keyhole. It is also the grave of my wife.
Oh.
You are safe now, Mother. Finally, you may find peace.
Well, your mother's also buried here?
I suppose you have earned the right to know. But this must remain between us. Flame is actually my daughter. My late wife and her mother are the same person.
What? I had no fucking idea.
Due to certain circumstances, it is more convenient for us to masquerade as siblings for the time being. There are many who would seek to harm Flame due to the unique blood she bears. Falsifying her identity is necessary to conceal her from such individuals. Mercifully, I happen to look quite young for my age. We make rather convincing siblings, do we not?
That's true enough.
Mother loved the coast so much. She and I came here together often. Fishing was her favorite pastime. I used to sit and watch while she cast her line.
I remember it fondly. You did so love to eat the fish she caught as well.
Fish is my favorite food, it is true. Due in no small part to Mother.
I still come here to fish from time to time. using the skills my wife taught me. It reminds me how deeply I appreciate those years, and how I wish I could return to them.
We cannot turn back the clock, Father. We must live our lives fully, in the present moment.
You're right. That is what she always said, isn't it? Dwell too much on the past, and you may be unable to move forward. Come then. Let us return home.
Goodbye, Mother. I love you. I shall bring flowers again for you next time.
The Spear of Assault, the Caduceus Staff. Well, I learned something today. And that is that Seteth is a dirty, stinking liar. Hopefully that's the biggest lie he has on his plate. It always did strike me weird that he was so very fatherly to her, and now it does not. Let's instruct the students again.
That was easy, thanks to you. I could get used to this. That was easy. I learned a lot from this. That was useful. I thought this was... Alright, that's enough praise. Wow, I seem to be on a roll.
I've come to understand a great deal. That was adequate.
I can't believe I got it right. No, I just got lucky. I'll keep trying my best. It's fun when you know what you're doing. trying my best. I'll keep trying my best.
Looks like I got it right.
You really think I'm that great?
Better than before. Looks like I got it right.
Begin a lecture.
Professor.
Just look after wyverns and Elmira so I know how to handle them if I can ride one in the battle. But it'd be nice if you helped me work my axe and flying skills. You're curious to know how Sylvaina's doing. Go for a visit? Yeah. Ah. What happened?
Oh, Professor. I didn't realize you were there. If we keep running into each other like this, people will start to talk. Hey, don't get mad. I was joking. Ah, forget it. What do you need?
Another lover's quarrel.
Well, you're not wrong. I fell for that girl recently, but I just wanted to have some fun and leave it at that. So, I told her we should break it off. I guess she was feeling a little more serious than I was. She started crying, and everything got a bit complicated.
You're complicated.
Come on, Professor. Playing around with girls is the most fun a guy can have. Besides, I don't care what you think of me. I don't intend to change how I live my life. I'm a good-for-nothing, if you haven't noticed. But I'm still a noble with a crest. That's all anyone cares about. It's best to avoid getting too serious with fools like that. It only leads to trouble. I'm gonna be forced into an arranged marriage with some random noble woman anyway. By the way, Professor, you didn't know you had a crest, did you?
My father never told me.
I see. I suppose a mercenary wouldn't be concerned with such things.
What was your experience?
Most children who are born to noble families are tested upon birth to see if they bear one. Even descendants of the 10 elites, like myself, can't be legitimate heirs without a crest. That means as children, we're only accepted if we're born with one. The heads of most noble houses keep having kids until they get one with a crest. Those children then grow up to be heads of their houses, and the vicious cycle continues. Do you get it now? To all these commoner girls, I'm just a trophy. Or rather, a stud horse.
You mean they only want you for your bloodline?
See? I knew you'd get it. These girls don't love me. They love the potential rewards of loving me. If I marry a girl, and she gives birth to a child with a crest, that kid might become the next head of House Gautier. But nowadays, with the bloodlines getting weaker, there are a lot of kids like my brother, born with no hope. For ages now, those of us with crests have been envied and desired, but never for who we are. I understand the value of my blood. Believe me, I hate how much I understand it. I know better than to dream of being free from this burden. I'm used to it by now. I used to think I didn't have the right to live freely.
You don't think that way anymore, do you?
That's right. You know what? I'm a bit jealous. The whole time you were growing up, you never knew you had a crest. You were free. Nobody pretended to like you. I kind of hate you for that. You were a spoiled brat who should pay for that crest. Maybe I'll collect the debt. Gotcha! Wow, you should have seen the look on your face just then.
Don't mind me, Professor. After all, ladies love a dark and brooding noble.
Dick. Support level B. That's right, he's been with us for a while. That makes sense. Leone would like to speak with you. Is now a good time? Yes.
Hey, Professor. Got a minute? Look, I'm sorry I snapped at you. I didn't mean to lose my temper. I was rude to you. I should have known better.
It's alright.
Huh, I thought you might say that. In that way, you're just like Captain Gerald. You accept other people. You don't let petty details get under your skin.
How do you know my father?
Well, when I was a kid, I kind of latched onto him. I've been calling myself his apprentice ever since. He spent some time in the village I grew up in. Actually, you weren't with him back then. Why not?
I don't remember.
Huh. Maybe he left you with a relative or something. Anyway, back then, Gerald's job was to deal with poachers. Well, they were bandits, but we called them poachers. Nobody in the village could stand up to them. But your dad, he took them on like it was nothing. I was so impressed. All I could think was how amazing mercenaries were. I'd lived in that tiny village my whole life, so to me, Captain Gerald was nothing short of a legend. So I went right up to him and I told him I was going to be his apprentice. He didn't stick around long after that, but he did teach me a lot while he was with us. Tactics, strategy, training routines, it was all so new and exciting. So after he left, I kept at it, kept training, just like he taught me.
I'm glad you got to see him again.
Me too. I always planned to meet him again once I became a top-tier mercenary. But I'm just glad I got to see him, to thank him properly and all. I've spent my whole life working to become a great mercenary like your father. There were so many times when I wanted to ask his advice, but I couldn't. I just had to make do. That's how I've made it this far. Just hard work, all on my own. But then you come along, and it's like you don't appreciate Captain Gerald at all, or how lucky you were to have him around your whole life. No, it still really bothers me. You might be his kid, but I'm still his best apprentice. Got it?
Still mad. Support level B. Guess we're not going to hear the end of that till support level A. You're curious how Ignatz is doing. Go for a visit, yes.
Time to sneak off and do some painting. Professor, such lovely weather today, huh? I was, just about to go for a walk.
Why are you bringing paper?
What, this? No, it's, I'm sorry, Professor. I'll admit it. I was going to do some painting. You remember the place where we talked before? I've been painting the scenery there. I'm still keeping up with my academics and training, of course. I just paint in my spare time, as a change of pace.
I'm not accusing you.
Oh, you're not? Ah, well, yes, I suppose you're not. I may have gotten ahead of myself. I'm sorry for panicking there. Honestly, I'm just worried that my father will find out that I've been painting.
I ain't gonna tell him.
Of course. Why would you go out of your way to tell him that? Completely illogical of me. But it seems I've developed a bit of a complex about it. My father's not a fan of my artistic pastime, you see. We're a merchant family, and my older brother is set to inherit the business. As for me, my father decided I should be a knight. That's why I'm at the academy. Painting won't help me become a knight. It's a waste of time.
Is that why you feel guilty about it?
Well, yes. I feel like I'm betraying my parents. I hear the business has been slow for them over the past few years. If I become a knight for an influential noble house, I could use my connections to help support them. My father was determined to send me here. He must have been, considering the enormous amount of money he spent. I don't think I'm well suited to being a knight. My parents sent me to the academy for their sake, not my own. When I think about how hard my family is working just to stay in business, how can I sit idly by? All of which is just to say that painting will have to remain my little hobby. Nothing more. Not that I could make a career out of it even if I wanted to. That's just a fantasy.
Wow. Big fucking mood. Can relate. Ignat's a little bee.
Let's show them the power we've acquired.
Dear goddess, please protect us. That wasn't so bad.
Perfect.
Aha! I'm getting it. I think I get it.
Violet is still very sad. Might be time to go advanced. Will I pass is the issue. Damn it.
I'm not setting a very good example.
%69%. Club would appreciate that.
I did pretty well.
A fortress knight. Oh god, I hope this works for you.
Yeah! I passed!
She can be a wyvern rider. Oh, hell yeah. Give her that.
Ah, shucks. I guess I did it.
Come on, Sylvain, you can do it. Oh no.
Oh, come on.
Well, let's go explore. Oh, support cutscenes. Marianne and Raphael.
Is that Raphael?
Yeah, I get it. But you can't be so picky. You need some meat in your diet. I don't know if you can eat human food, but bug meat might be good for you. That's right. You need to eat plenty of bug meat if you want to get big and strong like me.
What? He's talking to a bird?
Huh? Is someone there? Oh, Marianne! You're right on time. This little birdie was telling me that he misses you. And, Aw, that flew off.
It appears so.
Why do you think birds fly away when there's more than one person around? Birds never seem to stay put, unless I'm alone.
Birds are very cautious creatures. They tend to fly away when they're startled.
You mean they're afraid of loud noises? Oops, that was probably too loud for the birds.
Come on, Raphael. Keep it down. How's this? Do you think we'd be able to talk to birds together like this? I still haven't met a bird that can speak human. I was hoping you could introduce me.
Huh? I thought you were just talking to one.
I was mostly talking at him, not to him. He just said chirp chirp and stuff like that. I had no idea what he was talking about. I don't think he understood me either. Marianne, you always know which birds understand what you're saying, right? Next time you find a bird who understands you, I hope you let me know so I can join the conversation.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Raphael and Marianne are level support B.
A little closer.
Hey, Leone. What are you up to?
Oh, come on. What'd you do that for? Look, you ran my quarry off.
You were hunting? Is the dining hall that short on food supplies?
No, but I like to hunt every now and again. Keep my skills sharp.
I suppose so. You're from a family of hunters, right? Well, there's no shortage of prey to hunt around here.
True. Not many hunters around the monastery, huh? Rivers full of fish, trees bursting with fruit, mushrooms ready to harvest all over. It's the kind of place where you can really be self-sufficient. Guess we can thank the goddess for that.
I don't know. I'm more inclined to thank the bountiful earth than the goddess for such things. The goddess may offer spiritual guidance, but she doesn't fill our bellies, that's for sure.
Not a very noble-sounding thing, to disregard the goddess and honor the land.
Leone, whose grace do you suppose humans live by? The goddess? The nobility? I'd say it's neither. It's the endless bounty of this magnificent land that gives us life.
Won't hear me deny it. But who's to say it isn't the goddess whose protection makes nature thrive? I'm not the most devout person, but I'm not about to go around saying we don't need the goddess at all.
I said she gives spiritual support, didn't I? I wouldn't go so far as to say she's wholly unnecessary. But in Elmira, Dagda, Bridget, and plenty of other places, they don't believe in the goddess. Nature is a blessing that knows nothing of borders. The goddess is the goddess, and the earth is the earth. They should both be revered for what they are. Look, this is just my personal opinion. If you truly believe that everything depends on the goddess of Saros, that's your...
Hey, it's fine. You don't have to worry about me. I'm a believer, but I know there are those who aren't. And I kind of like your way of thinking. Giving thanks to nature and all. It makes sense.
I knew a wild girl like you would be able to get behind an idea like that.
What? Like I'm feral or something?
Hey, you know, this kind of talk could be viewed as heresy if it was public.
Yeah, probably. We'll just have to keep it to ourselves.
Marianne and Hilda. Yeah, here we go. Two very different personalities.
Thanks so much. Excuse me. I have some more supplies that just arrived for the infirmary.
Oh, were there more? I thought I'd gotten them all.
I just have bandages and other small things, but there might be more coming.
Well, I just got the boys to bring in the heavy bottles. Looks like we can't fit all of it without some rearranging, though.
You know, if you'd arrived earlier, you could have helped me tidy up. My apologies. I don't really need your apologies. I need your help. Oh, okay. How can I help? How can you help? I said tidy up, didn't I? See the shelves there? See if you can clear out some space and tuck away the bandages. I can try. Hey, careful, Marianne. There's some strong stuff in those bottles. I'm sorry, No, look, just leave the bandages for now and move the bottles from the shelf. I can do that. Now the bandages fell. No. So in the end, I did it all by myself. I'm sorry that I was no help. I just got in your way. It's fine. We'll even it out with pastries. You want me to get you pastries? I guess I can. You seem so thoughtful and composed, but you're surprisingly clumsy. It's such an odd mix. I practically have no choice but to take over for you. You're right. I'm sorry.
Support level B. Hilda and Sylvain. Oh boy, here we go.
Hilda, lovely as ever. I swear, when you're around, the sun shines brighter and everything sparkles.
Sylvain, you're looking superb as always.
Thank you. Are you going out today? If you do, then be careful. I'd hate to think you might hurt your foot again.
My foot? Oh, yes. You mean that time you helped me with the books? No need to worry. The foot's fine now. Even better than it was before.
I noticed, since I'm always looking at cute girls, and you are one of the cuter ones, your foot was better during the battle. You were running all over, just a regular warrior princess.
So, Hilda, let me get some feet pics, though.
My friends were depending on me, so I just had to fight through the pain.
Hilda, please don't lie to me. I knew your foot wasn't really hurt, but I returned your books anyway. Take it from a guy who does his fair share of pretending to be someone he's not. And I say this as a friend, you are a terrible liar. And those books you left in your room for so long, teachers and classmates needed those. So stop lying, and maybe stop being quite as selfish too.
You saw right through me. Honestly, I'd completely forgotten that I still had those books. I really was going to return them. Did the librarian say anything to you?
Oh yeah. I got an earful of yelling and accusations meant for you.
Huh? Didn't you just say it was my fault?
Nah, I figured the librarian would feel better if they just let loose. No reason to make them wait for you.
I'm so sorry. You got a tongue lashing that should have been directed at me.
Tell you what, all will be forgiven if you promise 3 things. Stop lying, take responsibility, and fall madly in love with me.
Aw, Sylvain, I do love you, you know? I just wouldn't want you for a husband.
What? Why not?
Well, not to offend you, but I can't help but feel that your niceness is somehow shallow. My brother would probably cut you into pieces the moment he saw your face.
Your brother sounds terrifying, actually.
We're losing the thread a bit here. Evidently, you can see through my act. So, I'll just be straightforward about taking advantage of you.
How about you don't?
Well, I'll take what I can get. Just don't go causing trouble for guys who aren't me.
It's a deal. Goodbye for now, Sylvain.
Leone and Sylvain. Here we go.
Hey.
Hey, Leone. Hello, beautiful. What brings a sweet girl like you to a place like this?
I just came to the greenhouse to look at flowers. What's with you?
Nothing much. Nothing much. I was just thinking about how sunflowers don't deserve to be stuffed away in a greenhouse. They bloom better out in the open. Just like you.
Could you cut the weird metaphors and just say what you want to say? Oh wait, I get it. I'm not ladylike enough to fit in with all the pretty flowers.
No, okay, that compliment backfired. Let me try a different angle.
This is a joke, right? Tell me this is a joke.
What have you got against sunflowers anyway? I think they're lovely myself. If you think I only care about delicate flowers raised in a greenhouse, you've got me all wrong. Statuesque sunflowers, blooming proud and tall in the open air, have a beauty all their own.
Is that right?
You better believe it. And the same goes for you. You have a beauty unlike any other. I look at you and I see sunflowers.
Look, can you just go back to normal?
This is normal for him, Leone.
At this point, I feel like anything I say is just going to make you more angry.
Why are you suddenly not capable of carrying on a normal conversation?
My eyes have been opened to the charms of the beautiful flower blooming right beside me. It's a whole new day for my heart.
You can quit messing with me at any time.
I'm not. I'm absolutely serious. You really are as charming as any flower. I see that now.
Would you stop? This is getting weird.
Even sincerity doesn't work? What kind of flirting is going to satisfy you? You know what? I'm just going to leave you alone for now, so I can get a fresh start some other time.
Right. Bye. Charming? Me, of all people. Like I'd actually believe that. Stupid.
I'm sure there was some sincerity in there. He was just fucking it up. Sylvain and Flayn.
Hey there, Flayn. I thought I'd drop by and see if you'd care for a...
Now, just a moment, Sylvain. If you must speak with me, I implore you to do so from where you stand.
Oh.
My apologies if this comes across as rude, but please do not come any closer to me.
Excuse me?
I am sorry. My brother has explicitly warned me not to go near you.
Oh.
Said that? I bet he also told you any woman who comes too close to me is, how does he say it? Doomed to misfortune?
He used those very words. Is it true then?
Come on. He's just messing with you, obviously.
Of course I would prefer to believe that, but one can never know for certain. Particularly when similar stories are constantly in circulation about you. I have heard that men and women alike have been seduced by your nefarious ways.
Men too?
I hate to suggest my talents are being oversold, but...
I have heard that you toy with people's emotions, like a cat toys with its prey.
Do I really look like such a villain to you?
Well, perhaps not. You do not strike me as much of a charmer.
When you put it like that, I feel like I should defend... Yeah, forget it. Let's get to the actual point.
Did I not tell you, Sylvain? Stay away from me.
It's kind of awkward talking from so far away. Can I please step just a little?
Truly, there are countless terrible stories of your behavior. I've heard that you panic when there aren't women around to flirt with, that you've gone as far as flirting with horses and even chickens.
What?
Oh, come on. Who would even... You should know that your brother has an overactive imagination.
I would like to believe that you are a sincere and reputable person, Sylvain, but there is no smoke without fire. Or so the saying goes.
I may not be the most respectable fellow you'll ever meet, but...
Until I can be certain, please refrain from coming too close to me. Now, if you will excuse me, I must be on my way.
Flayn, wait! Come back! And she's gone. All I was trying to do was deliver a message. Flayn, hey! The professor said we need to come to the cathedral! I'll run really far ahead so you don't have to walk near me. There, I tried telling her. The professor can't be mad about that.
If he even steps a moment closer, Siteth hits him with an arrow or something. They wanted me to do exploring, but there's no one here. Sword needs to be higher, and so does bow. So is Hanneman good at a bow or a sword? Well, one way to find out. Oh, I invited her to tea instead of training with her.
Thank you for your invitation. To what do I owe this surprise? What a lovely smell. I like this tea very much. Thank you. It's good. Huh? Oh. Yeah. 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 Oh. Am I that terrible of a woman? So I'm a little unkempt. What of it? Smells lovely. Your gaze is... Oh. Huh? Huh? What do you think, Professor? Every rose has its thorn. Every beautiful leg should have a dagger, don't you think? Professor! Oh. Yeah. 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 Oh. What's that? No way. Huh? That's right. Come on. Oh. Your gaze is sensuous. I don't hate it. Yeah. No way. Professor! Every rose has...
Okay, I think I've exhausted this long enough.
Thanks for the treat.
Man, we can't do. I've always. You're a very.
Excuse me, Professor. I know. I forgive. Just know.
First to both, it was as if thinking how they met.
Practice yields results.
There's nothing left to do. Yeah, there's not much to do. Keep going.
I feel like I get it now. I'll keep trying my best.
learned a lot.
What? I thought this was a test.
Alright, that's enough praise.
What? I thought this was a test.
All thanks to your help.
Let's do this again sometime, Professor. You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous.
I can really do this. I feel like I've grown a bunch.
And begin.
Professor.
Now he wants to be a bow knight? Make up your mind, kid. Manuel would like to speak with you. Is now a good time? Yes.
Professor, a pleasure to see you.
Why are you here?
I was here for confessional. Confessing my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you too?
No need. Go ask ahead.
I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you. I'm completely worthless as a woman. Can you imagine how that feels? I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you?
Wait. No.
Really? So maybe there's still hope for me. Who am I kidding? I've known for years how hopeless I am. What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I? Be honest. Do I look old? No, not possible. I'm the songstress who swept the Empire off its feet. Men profess their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks.
You're attractive.
I knew I was right. I'd be in real trouble if I weren't this beautiful. Oh no. If the problem isn't my looks, and they are not the problem, then it must be... what? My personality?
I
know you're trying to find a way to say it gently, but You think there's a problem, don't you? I suppose I can be a bit unkempt. I do have a short temper, and I may be a little lazy sometimes. But I've always heard fellas, you know, like a woman with a few flaws.
For some men, it depends on the flaws.
Flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws?
No.
Why? Do you think I'm flawed enough already?
Support level B.
I think we can do it.
This should be easy. How do you like that?
Hope this is good for something.
And now I should do the seminar, which would be... I'll go with Manuela on this one. Because I need to get my sword. I need my sword, and what was the other one for the certification so I can get the advanced class? A or higher. Okay, I should go to the sword class.
The glory of progress.
Yeah, I've got this down.
Well worth the effort.
And now for the end of the month.
Teach. Solon and his lackeys. Their whereabouts have been discovered. Apparently they're lurking in the sealed forest, not too far from the monastery. Rhea has called back all of the knights who were out searching to round them up. Seems like it could take some time for them to make it back here, but she didn't ask for our help.
Why keep it a secret?
Perhaps to prevent you running headfirst toward revenge? It's only natural that you would leap at the chance for it. Anyone would.
No, I will not allow it.
This discovery comes just when the knights are at their busiest. It is all too likely that our foes revealed themselves to lure you out there. They are the ones who took Geralt from
Who's the guy in the sun
I know how
hat?
you must despise them, but I must ask you to rein in your personal feelings for now.
You can't stop me.
Please, Professor, do not act carelessly. I ask that you leave this to us. Losing you so soon after losing Geralt would be unbearable.
Listen, Rhea, Lady Rhea, this move is the most strategic. The military strategy I'm devising will soon echo across Fodlan's history. I'm sure of it. Just think about it. Most of the knights are still far away, and we can't afford to have Sedith and friends abandon the monastery. So the only person who can take action now also happens to be our best commander. It's Teach, and wherever Teach leads, we'll follow. And since you've taught us that this sort of thing is always a possibility, we're already prepared for battle. We can buy the knights more time, not for revenge, but for a defensive attack on behalf of the monastery.
Professor, do you agree with this strategy?
Yes.
Understood. I will give you the order. Destroy the enemy that is hiding in the sealed forest. You have the protection of the goddess on your side. Whatever happens, you shall overcome.
We have our orders, Teach. Now all that's left is to pull out a miracle.
In the pursuit of justice for Gerald, you and your students find yourselves deep in the sealed forest. Let's get him.
Why, thank you so much.
The sealed forest is up ahead. Visibility is awful there, so everyone needs to be extra cautious.
You seem to know a lot about it. It is just a forest, isn't it?
Have you been there too? Oh, never mind. Listen, just like I told the Archbishop, this is not a war of vengeance. It's a riddle, so to speak. Those guys are undoubtedly planning something terrible. We need some kind of clue as to what. The attack on the Holy Mausoleum, Flame's kidnapping, that foul business in Remire, the demonic beasts at the chapel. It can't go on. We need to figure out their objective and stop them from achieving it. That's our mission.
So we have our mission now. We had better not fail.
It is a difficult task, but we will succeed.
It is time to repay the kindness of the professor who saved my life.
An enemy whose objective you don't understand is a frightening prospect.
We're gonna destroy him. It's our mission!
I will have my revenge, whatever it takes. On that, I will never budge. Leonie, you will have what you seek.
I'll admit, vengeance sounds pretty nice. But don't forget that we're here for information. Luckily, we can easily find what we're looking for while getting revenge for Gerald. Right, Teach?
That is very much true.
Why, thank you so much. Thanks so much. I have gratitude.
I am grateful.
Defeat the enemy commander.
How kind of them to welcome us with some demonic beasts. They're not playing around.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hello, you're here. Welcome to the Forest of Death. My name is Kranya. This weakling girl was just a borrowed look for me. This is what I really look like. Now, you vermin, I'll take down every last one of you.
Stay focused.
I got this.
Ready and willing.
Let us away.
Ready anytime. I'm on it.
Who, me? Let's get to it. Leave it to me. Who, me?
If this takes too long, I might be forced to escape. Oh, or do you simply intend to let me go? How accommodating of you. As for me, I intend to kill you all.
Sorry, the victory is mine.
We'll cover you. In this situation... This is what I do.
It's all becoming clearer.
down. Can I get a do-over? Thank you. Predictable. I'm all sweaty. I'll celebrate later.
Should have trained better.
Gotcha.
You underestimated me. There's still a long way to go.
Oh no. Gotcha.
I did it! I did!
Damn.
As expected.
Oh, fuck.
Now's our chance. You fought well. Such power dwells within.
So obvious. Gonna need you to move. That went as expected. This is what a real man looks like.
I actually won! I feel like I've grown.
You're a fool to be so brazen. You'll never avenge your father at this rate. I'll have to kill you too, with my own hands. Oh, how cute! You're trying so hard. But now it's time to die. Our power is yours.
No time like the present.
Monica, you'll pay for what you've done.
I told you, I am not Monica. I am Kranya. Do not call me by that fake name.
I don't care what you're called. I don't care if it takes my last breath. I'll kill you.
Please, my powers are beyond your comprehension. You're just a filthy worm.
Got her.
Can I get a do-over?
But how? How could I really lose? To a lowly creature like you?
Well,
most certainly do.
Huh?
Have no fear, Kranya. Your sacrifice will help to rid this world of the filthy vermin that have long infested it. The time is finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
Please, help me.
Be gone with you, Fellstar.
Wait, what the hell just happened?
What was that? Where did you go, Professor?
They were swallowed by the mystical darkness of the forbidden spell. An eternity wandering in a void of nothingness, never to return to this world. To think, we almost had the sword of the Creator.
I don't believe anything you say. Our professor is still alive. That's right. Our professor is no ordinary human.
I refuse to believe that Teach would die in a place like this.
It is possible that death has yet to find your friend, but there are worse things than death. Drifting through the darkness with no chance of escape, overwhelmed with hopelessness. It must be torturous.
Hey, all I hear is good news. Teach is still alive. And if that's true, then there's only one thing to do. Defeat you while we wait for Teach's triumphant return.
Prepare yourself. We will avenge our leader here and now.
How trite. But if you wish for pain, I shall oblige. If you prefer it so, you shall also be added to the ranks of the dead.
You fool! What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? Are you just a boulder that rolls down whatever hill it's on? No, even a boulder has more sense.
I can explain.
Excuses won't help us. This darkness is terrifying. As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. But please consider this. This realm of darkness we are in is separate from the world from which you came. I mean that it would take a god to leave this place. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die?
I am.
How very brave of you to joke at times like these. There is no other choice.
What choice?
Do you recall your father's diary? He said you were a child who never cried nor laughed. I think I am the one to blame. I must have been asleep, but even then, I feel I was a part of you. I do not know how Rhea managed it, but she allowed me to exist inside of you. The truth is, I have always been with you. It is within you that I found my power yet again. The power of a goddess. The power of the progenitor god. My name is Sothis. By now, you must be well aware of what that means. I am the one who watches over Fodlan and the creatures dwelling there. I am Sothis, she who died and then returned.
Somehow I know it to be true.
There is but one thing left to do to save us from this darkness of eternity. I must now use the power of a god. However, I lack a body of my own, and so I must relinquish all the power that I have to you. The time has come for you and I to join as one. And when that comes to pass, then I shall disappear.
Disappear?
When I say disappear, I do not mean that all I am will be no more. My soul will join with yours, and you and I will never be apart. But I will no longer have the chance to speak with you. I shall miss it.
You didn't really speak much anyway.
So long have I been on this path with you. Through you, I got to see and hear this world. I even got to chastise you from time to time. I may not have acted like a goddess, but it was certainly fun. For all that you have done, thank you. I'm glad that it was you to whom my fate was bound.
Thank you for everything.
Now, we must pray. For if we share this wish, our spirits too will join as one.
Oh, that's what the prayer was referring to.
Your wish is to return to the forest, stop the enemy, and rescue the little ones. No need for words. I know your heart as though it were my own. Your will and mine are now as one. Both sides of time are revealed to you, and you alone. You know I am the beginning. What shall you do?
Oh, this is where Super Saiyan Green Violet comes from.
So the Fellstar consumes even the darkness itself.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Teach, right? I always believed in you. I knew you could cut your way out of anything. Let's go ahead and take down Solar, and then we can reflect on what happened.
What did you see in the darkness of Zaharas? This should be impossible. The only being that can withstand that darkness is... Unless I dispose of you myself, I may never have the chance to send you back there.
Oh, so it's the same fight from before over again. Fusing with Sothis allowed the Sword of the Creator to regain its true power. Alright then.
Watching them. As expected.
strategy.
Missed.
Don't have time for this.
99.
Of course I won.
Fuck.
Help that.
Nobles must be strong.
Never underestimate an outsider. I'm not done yet.
I call that a win. I will master this.
Who knew? I feel like I've grown.
down. So nice of you.
Can we help?
It's time.
Pull out all the stops.
It was a good try.
Sword.
It's like they have no one left now except for Solon.
I have no time to waste on the likes of you.
Don't underestimate us.
To think that I would lose to mere beasts.
Gotta keep improving.
But this
Well, I
is
guess
not
now
the
we've
end.
totally avenged Gerald's
Tulsa will
death.
carry out our mission somehow.
Who the hell is Thales?
I guess this is still far from over.
Either which way. Oh. There we go.
Thank you so much.
Teach. We won. I'll be honest. When I lost sight of you, I broke into a cold sweat. But Gerald's killer is dead. All's well that ends well.
That's true.
You're kidding, right? I understood putting it off while we were in battle, but now that it's over, just go ahead and spit it out. That hair, those eyes, that unfathomable power. What happened out there?
I will tell you.
You mean to tell me that an entity who claims to be the goddess was living in your mind? And it's been that way since you were a baby? And this goddess entrusted all of her goddess-like power to you and then vanished?
Yeah.
It's a difficult story to swallow, Teach. But the way you look now, I guess I've got no choice but to believe it. How could something like that happen? There must be a clue in Gerald's diary. If you believe the diary, there's a high possibility that Rhea did something to you when you were born. That's likely when all this began. What in the world happened to you as a baby? And what was Rhea after? Teach! What's the matter? Did you trip or... Wait, are you sleeping? This must be an effect of the goddess's power. I wonder if Teach's body can handle the strain. Think, Claude, what now? Maybe Hilda can help carry her back? She'll complain, but she won't refuse.
Have Raphael carry me. He'll do it with one arm.
In time's flow, see the glow of flames ever burning bright on the swift rivers drift, broken memories alive. Professor, you must remain still.
Where am I?
Everything is all right. There is no need to worry. Those who are trying to harm you are far away. How lovely it would be for this moment to last forever. I wish I could hold on to this time we have stolen, that you and I could create a world without end. I have heard whispers of what happened to you, your appearance. You have received power from the goddess. From the moment you took hold of the sword of the Creator, I prayed that one day the radiant power of Sothis, which bathes Fodlan in its celestial light, might reside within you. But you are so much more than the light. You are my... Close your eyes, dear one. Sleep just a while longer. I will be watching over you. Always. Always and forever.
Well, that was something.
Part 1. White Clouds. Pegasus Moon. Throne of Knowledge. The northern lands are enveloped in a bitter cold, and frigid winds are carried across the sea to the south of Adrestia. When feather white snow falls on Fodlan's locket, the fort looks as delicate as a pearl. However, beneath that snowy blanket, her throat is more treacherous than ever.
An event's gonna happen.
Rhea, please, talk to me. What are you hiding? What is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though
As I said, there is nothing of which to speak. For now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
What?
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us. Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
Saideth enough. They will be here shortly. No more, I beg of you. I will take our dear professor to the Holy Tomb. There, I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it. You may enter. I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor. Now that you have received sacred power from the goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to at once. You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
The Holy Tomb, or actually, a Holy Tomb I'm pretty sure exists, but the revelation is what I want to know about.
The Holy Tomb is where the goddess sleeps. This monastery was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Only a select few know of it, but there is a legend about Seros and the Holy Tomb. Saint Seros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there. She was told that it was her sacred duty to save the people of Fodlan, and that she must use her power wisely in order to lead them. The words that were handed down to Seros from the goddess will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There, may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
There will be a ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students.
Do you think it wise to bring them into this?
It is said that when Seros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her. Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony. Of course, as the leader of the Church of Seros, I will be by your side as well.
Isn't that too dangerous?
The Holy Tomb is a sacred temple that is sealed off from the rest of the world. There is nothing to fear. Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Much has changed, but your duty has not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
Rhea and Sedith were not their usual selves. What happened to teach that's questionable? And what really awaits at the Holy Tomb? The way they were acting, I don't think they have any plans of sharing that information.
It's Hilda's birthday. Host a tea party.
Wow! Thanks for inviting me. Oh, wow, thanks. Yep. I think.
She doesn't like cats.
Yep.
Oh, this is awkward. I feel bad I ruined your birthday.
Thanks for the tea. I hope you'll invite me again.
Damn, I feel bad now. Hilda would like to speak with you. Is now a good time? Hey, you fucked with my birthday.
Hey, Professor. There are a lot of hardworking people here at the Academy, huh? Even Claude. He acts carefree, but secretly he's so serious. Everyone focuses on training without even needing to be told. Maybe they think I must protect my friends, even if I have to risk my neck.
You won't protect your friends?
Of course I'll try to protect them, but I don't understand why anyone would want to risk their life for someone else. When you die, no matter how you died, it's over. To me, it's more important to enjoy life. We only live once, after all. It's a waste to spend all your time working and being responsible, right?
No.
Well, no matter what people may think, I'm going to keep being me. So in our next battle, I'll support everyone from the sidelines. Aw, come on, please. How about I do something for you as a way of saying thanks? Oh, I know! I'll let you join me for dinner in the city. Two pretty ladies strolling around town. I'm sure someone will treat us. Okay, just think on it.
Lawrence would like to speak with you. Okay, wow. Must have built up a lot of support in that
have you
fight.
been looking for me again? I am very busy, you know. I must insist that disruptions for light-hearted chats of this kind be kept to a minimum.
I've been getting more complaints.
What did I tell you about falling victim to such salacious and slanderous rumors? As I've told you, there is obviously a conspiracy against me. There is no manner in which I could possibly be considered bothersome.
Hashtag I stand with Lawrence.
Professor, I assure you, you have been deceived. My adversary has poisoned the hearts of these ladies against me. The plot goes deeper than I thought.
There's no conspiracy. This is real.
But if you truly do insist, please understand, Professor. I am not some scoundrel out for conquest. I am attempting to fulfill my duty as heir of House Gloucester. It is my responsibility to continue our noble line by finding a suitable lady to be my wife. It is a rigorous process. My family has the very highest standards for appearance, grace, temperament, and pedigree.
So commoners are excluded.
Typically, yes.
Ooh, got 'em.
Even if others are sometimes critical of that notion. For the nobility, marriage is not merely a union of individuals, it is also a union of families. It would not benefit House Gloucester to be tied to a family of powerless commoners, would it? To achieve supremacy, it is necessary for my line to be tied to that of an influential family. That is the best path to peace and prosperity for all. So, as you can see, the future of the Alliance rests on my shoulders.
That's remarkable responsibility.
It is nothing out of the ordinary. Those of us with noble blood are born to this duty, you know. That being said, to avoid misunderstandings, I shall restrain myself until things calm down. I would rather not cause trouble for you after all.
Support level B. It's Hanneman's birthday. Let's host a tea party.
My room works better for me, but I am willing to compromise for today. Thank you. Delightfully warm. Indeed. Indeed. Well then. What? Well then. Thank you for a wonderful time, Professor.
And happy birthday, Hanneman. By fusing with Sothis and awakening the power of Progenitor God's power, Mugiwara attained the certification for the Enlightened One class.
What a strange feeling.
Yeah, I will hold on to that class. Alright guys, thank you for joining me for this long-ass stream. I'm going to call it here. So thank you all so much for joining me. I had a wonderful time playing this, and we now get to see where Super Saiyan Green Byleth came from. So I believe I'll be streaming this tomorrow night, provided I have not called into work, around 8 o'clock-ish. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yeah. So, sorry, it's like 1 in the morning now where I am. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this, follow me on socials. I am MugiwaraJM pretty much everywhere. And if you like more gaming content from me, Super Bonus Round is the channel to go to. That is where I do Let's Plays with my friends, where we play games that either one of us or both of us have never played before. We currently just started our playthrough of Borderlands 3. We're finishing up Undertale and Wind Waker sometime next week. And then we're getting ready for Spooky Bones Round all next month. It's going to be nothing but spooky and Halloween themed games. And some horror in there too. So yeah. Until then, thank you guys again. I hope you have a great rest of your night or day, depending on where you're watching this. And I'll see you tomorrow for some more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. We could get to the time skip tomorrow. Or next stream, whatever that is. I don't know. Something could come up. Till then, I'm repeating myself at this point. It's late. Alright, guys. I hope you had fun. I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye-bye.